Hello and welcome. Welcome to this new, now ever expanding present moment. I love having you with me, and I love being in your presence as we take a moment to ever so gracefully move to the center of our hearts, into the rosette of our hearts, and allowing all that was and yet to be to move out of focus and out of awareness for this moment as we meet each other in the heart field of the cosmos. This morning, I had this experience of a liquid pulsing in the center of my heart. And as I moved all of my awareness there, I felt the presence of Sophia with me, yet as me, through me. And as I became more and more aware of the unified presence, I felt this liquid pulsing becoming more prominent. And then the word came: sovereign resonance. Sovereign resonance. So for a moment, connect to that pulsation in the center of your heart field, in the center of your presence, the place and space that connects you continuously and eternally with all that you are. The cosmic being of light. And after this morning, it almost feels like a liquid light, a liquid living love. And if this is the first time you ever look at or listen to when I give expression to this gnosis of who I am, I refer to Sophia. And if that name doesn't resonate, please choose the one that does. Many names are given to that which no name can be given to, because a name or an identity limits the full experience and expression of. But as cosmic beings experiencing ourselves in human form, it is easier for this integration of our experience to hear a name and resonate with that because it's not about the name, it is about the resonance of your original soul essence, your original expression. And many, many names were given: God, Goddess, Creator, Creatrix, the source of all that is, the Holy Spirit, Spirit, Divine Mother, Divine Father, the Great Mother, the Great Spirit, universe, nature. I'm sure you already know which of those you resonate with in and always only in the unified masculine and feminine energy of that expression. It's all one. It is all one. And the moment before creation, Sophia are this liquid essence within which all expressions, the whole of creation, and all the tones, colors, forms are included. And that liquid living essence also therefore contains all soul expressions that's ever been created, one of which is each one of us a soul's expression that was born out of and through as an expression of Sophia. And therefore, in our essence, in our core, that original aspect of our soul's origin has this unique blend of what we can, using human words, although that limits expression, but just to make it easier, we've got this unique blend of qualities that's unique to each one of us. And it's been there before we were even created. And as we were birthed as a soul, all of those qualities were given expression to, so given birth to, been born with a original intention of the cosmic creation and an original tone. As I shared with my previous transmission of the Cosmic Symphony, there's an original tone in each one of our souls, the sound of our expression, which is unique to each soul. And whether we experience ourselves in human form or animal or plant or crystal or mineral, the same tone is present in all those experiences of self. And that tone is our original resonance And hence why I'm referring to, or being, shown to share sovereign resonance. That resonance is the coral essence of our soul, the expression of our soul, our spirit, which is always a unified presence with Sophia in masculine and feminine expression. So we are simultaneously a feminine and a masculine unified presence with our divine parents. And the three, if I can use that word, by means to give expression to that which I've been experiencing. It's almost like a divine mother, a divine father, and a divine child all in one. And that becomes, or is, or I experience it as, my soul's essence. And that resonance is always, since moments of creation, with us. And it's about remembering that resonance, attuning to, connecting with, harmonizing to, coming into coherence with that original soul sound that gave expression and therefore gave birth to each one of us. And that resonance is sovereign, as is the whole cosmos, and all the expressions in the cosmos is sovereign, and it's crystalline. It's absolutely majestic, and it's pristine in its nature. And the resonance, the sovereign resonance, so the resonance of our sovereign nature, when I give expression to that, it includes the crystalline expression, the pristine expression, and the majestic expression, the original space of the birthing of our souls. And this morning, when I felt this liquid living pulse of my sovereign essence, my coral essence, which is this blend, as I just shared, this blend of sovereignty, pristine, majestic, crystalline blend. Left me this morning with a deep, deep, deep gnosis of being home, being in my original home, being in my original flow, original connection, original resonance. And that's the only way I can describe it. And that experience of that gnosis that I'm home is what is really, I think, important for all of us to either remember, connect back into, explore from, give expression from, as we stand here at the threshold, or the brink of a new expression of knowing ourselves as sovereign creators. We are all here to co-create a new way of being, leading, serving, creating expression on this newly ascended, crystalline, sovereign, pristine, and majestic planetary sphere that we get to call Gaia Sophia, that we get to call our home, that is pulsing with the same sovereign resonance than the sovereign resonance of the cosmic heart of our divine parents. It's all one resonance. And then each of us has got our specific tone in this creation of the cosmic expression. And as I was experiencing this feeling of home, you know, it's like when if you can think of any place where you feel completely at home, at ease, safe, loved, accepted, honored, you know, valued. That feeling all together as one, that place for me is starting to become visible around me. But at this stage, it's that feeling is within, standing within, with the knowing that this is my home, my soundscape or soulscape or landscape of my body, all that I am within me. And we are moving into giving expression through the co-creation with Sophia, creating new communities and societies and countries where we experience each other in this resonance. So the communities and societies co-created from sovereignty, from the sovereign resonance, as we stay connected to and give expression to that and create that very experience we would like to therefore have outside of ourselves, knowing that as we were awakening to, ascending and embodying the truth of who we are as this sovereign resonators of our cosmic one bodies, as one unified field with our divine mother, father, and we as children, we've all awakened to that and ascended into this highest expression thereof as we embody and ground that gnosis through all the paths that we've been on that has brought us to this most centered place within our beings. And we are now in the process of co-creating through the guidance of Sophia. And as you are co-creating with the guidance of Sophia and everyone else is starting to co-create with the guidance with Sophia, we are almost magnetizing those around us that resonates with this that we are expressing and are starting to co-create as sovereign equals. And so the sovereign resonance of our soul's song is starting to harmonize all the different soul songs and magnetizing that together, which is organically starting to create this sovereign communities, where we all know we are co-creating new communities. And as that starts to expand, it becomes then, new countries. And what do we want to create there, all of us? We want to create and give expression to that which we are experiencing within our soulscapes, our soundscapes, our internal landscapes. And that moment that we were birthed as a soul, that sound, that resonance also had with it a vision of the very creation that we are now giving expression to. And each one of our paths has allowed us to see more clearly what that is through connecting to the soulscape and experiencing that, this feeling of home, this experience of being in communication with the guidance of Sophia, and gradually remembering all these different aspects of our soul's expression and that which we are here to co-create with Sophia first, and then in co-creation with Sophia, with others. And just wanting that to move through this field, grounding that. And as I was experiencing this liquid, living, loving light with Sophia, there was two images that came to me as a means to perhaps give expression to this sovereign resonance, to create a picture, to perhaps convey that which I'm expressing. And the one is of a conductor and the other is of an artist. So let me start with the conductor. So a conductor conducts either a choir, and that's where the choral choirs that I shared about in the Cosmic Symphony. It's this choir of people that is singing a song that the conductor knows exactly this tone is needed in the song, this tone is needed, and this tone needs to be of this length before this tone comes in. And the conductor conducts this beautiful expression of the soul songs of each one of the people in the choir, from altos to sopranos, and all expressions of the tones of their expression. And the conductor is also, from a symphony perspective, the conductor of all the different musical instruments and the tones that each one of those instruments carry, from the first violin to the harp and drums and everything in between. And the conductor knows exactly this instrument and this sound and this tone in this symphony is the next, and harmonizing all of those sounds of the instruments, or then harmonizing all the sounds of the people singing in the choir. And it's this this orchestra or the choir that is the people or the instruments that is giving expression to their soul songs, if you translate it to your soul song. And you can experience yourself standing in co-creation with Sophia as the conductor of this soul song, the symphony, or the choir of your beingness also, where each to translate that to your internal landscape is where each person is a cell in your body, or each instrument is a organ in your body, and you as the creator, co-creator with Sophia, is the conductor that is attuning all the tones, that is in resonance with your original sovereign soul song and expression. And in the center of each one of your cells, there's this very same choral essence that I spoke about in the Cosmic Symphony. If you haven't looked at that, it is there for you. So this choral essence that's within this, the core, the center of your unified expression. So in the center of the rosette of your heart field is conducting the song of your soul for each one of your cells through connecting to the choral center of each one of your cells. And then when cells come together as an organ, then also in the center of that organ, conducting the sounds of that organ. And the beauty, I wanted to say majesty, and perhaps that is the word that I saw this morning, is that our soul, our soul's expression, our sovereign resonance knows exactly which tone, which expression needs to be attuned in every single moment. It knows, your soul knows how to give expression to your soul song. The difference is that you can do that consciously or unconsciously. If you're not consciously aware of that, that soul's expression is still there. It is just in the, in the background. It is not giving full expression. And some souls have chosen to have, have that, almost that that experience of being that expression in this cosmic expression of creation. And then there's other souls that has chosen to experience themselves as this conductor of this Sophianic symphony being expressed and experienced. And that is my choosing, and therefore all of us that is resonating with that expression is attuning to a specific expression of creation. And as I shared with a few times in my other transmissions, the beauty and the joy for me is to know that I can hold the key, the song's key of all of my expressions, all of my cosmic expressions. And hence, when I connect to the soul resonance of my cosmic expression, there's a tone that I'm aware of. It tones in a specific, to use the language that many are used to, vibrancy or frequency that that my ear resonate with, and my inner ears. And I'm equally aware of all different keys or tones in the soundscape of the cosmos, and I attune to that too. And each one of us attuned to different aspects of the cosmos, some to all of it, some to aspects of it, and there's different, depending on the experience we chose to have as this sovereign co-creators of our experience in form. And therefore, having said that, I also love to be in resonance with the coral centeredness of all expressions of creation, because that is available to all of us to be in sovereign resonance to all aspects of creation in their original sovereign soul songs and tones. And therefore, I love to have the experience of being connected to all fields of creation. So all universes and galaxies in our exquisite Milky Way galaxy and our solar system, and the expression and the exquisite nature of Gaia Sophia that gives birth to us being in form and to experience that consciously, and all aspects that she gives expression to from the crystals and minerals and plants and animals and people. And my soul resonance connects me to the hearts of all of those expressions. And that's what my soul has chosen to experience, and to attune to this my original sovereign resonance in all of those expressions. And each one of you have chosen your own expression that you came here to experience as a cosmic being of light in human form, connecting to whatever experience of your soul's resonance and expression that you came here to experience as the very sovereign conductor of each one of those tones. And so that is around the one vision that I have around being a conductor. And I'm what I'm also aware of is that Sophia knows, as my unified presence with her heart field and my chosen soul's expression, exactly that which I wanted to come and experience, and gradually showed me, told me how to attune to those aspects. And one of it is through sound, and the other one is through expression of that, which is not necessarily only through word or through emanation of my presence, but also through creating something, and artistically. And that's why probably why these two images came up to share as means of a metaphor for the very soul's resonance that we are connecting to in this moment. So as an artist, what came to me is being a painter. My husband and I loved painting, and I just love that. So painting, and I also love to create pictures of what my soulscape or soundscape are experiencing. So Sophia was guided me the first time when I had this full body imprint of my vision for being here. She said to me, go and put that on paper. And that was the first time that I gave expression creatively to that which I was experiencing. So either through words and pictures, or then a painting. So I'm including both of those. And it's either having a so being a artist or creative is to stand again in the center of our heart field. That's literally how I saw it and experienced it as, is standing there and simultaneously being this whole empty canvas that this vision was giving expression to by means of I gave expression by means of what is called pentology, put it all out there. And with each one of that was a code that I was encoded in the picture. And that has supported me to also then give expression through paint, which my husband and I did. He painted many pictures and I only a few. And mine was this experience of, and why I'm sharing both is the experience was the same, is as soon as I stood there in front of this empty canvas or this empty paper, there was this joy that felt so primordial. It's like, yes, I am now in this creation energy and I can give expression to this which I'm experiencing within myself, the beauty of the soulscape or landscape, or only to put down that which codes I was receiving. And it's probably starting to merge as being one expression. And the experience was this empty canvas or empty paper, and then simultaneously being the paintbrush, or then the pen or cokie on the paper, or then the paintbrush on the painting. And then it felt like, although the paint was outside of me, all these colors that I could choose from, or then all these cokies that I could choose from, it almost felt like as I took this, this paint with the paintbrush or this cokie, it felt like I am the very paint or the very pen that is giving expression outside of myself. So there was two experiences simultaneously. So although the canvas and the paint and the paintbrush was outside of me, and the cokies and the paper was outside of me, there was a moment that I experienced myself as all of that, as both the internal canvas, all of the paints and the colors, and the pictures that was forming in my soulscape, to put that outside of me. And in that moment that I started to paint, or then do this pentology, or draw pictures, it is literally this sovereign resonance and essence flowing out from my heart into my arms and out of my hands, being painted, and experiencing myself as creator and creatively giving expression through creating a painting. And so that I've experienced a few times, but what I've experienced this morning was different. I saw myself standing here in my home, and I literally was the paint and everything around me. So the spaciousness around me became the canvas, and I for a moment felt like Sophia painting the colors of a sunset or a sunrise, painting the colors. And then I took the pink and the orange, and that was so exquisite. And then I was painting this mountains, and then all the green grass. So it's like becoming a living painting. And that just deepened the grounding of experiencing myself as a creator in a very new way. And then for a moment I was thinking, I'm painting it, and there is the mountains, and I'm painting it, and there is the ocean right in front of me. And it was this exquisite co-creation, experiencing myself for the first time as a living creator. And I started seeing, but oh my goodness, this very soulscape that was imprinted within me was that very landscape that I'm seeing outside of me, with all the different colors, this oceanic waters around me, the mountains around me, the houses around me. It's exactly that was within the soulscape of my visionary imprint. The difference is, for the very first time now, it feels like my soul's sovereign resonance is expressed outside of me. So it feels like the consciousness that's within me is attuning to the consciousness that is around me in the heart field, starting to birth through in physical expression. And yeah, it was just such a beautiful expression that I experienced. And as I experienced that, and I felt Sophia within the waters and the mountains and the people and the houses around me, and then I realized that it was there all along. The difference is that my internal landscape, soulscape, soundscape is starting to echo out through my heart field in all the different heart fields and sound fields of creation around me. And I'm starting to feel a alignment, a coherence, a balancing, a reflection that's starting to feel like that which I experience within the soulscape of my being is starting to be experienced and reflected outside of me too. So I had the experience of experiencing myself in nature, the very place and space that I always connect to when I feel ungrounded or unaligned or out of attunement or not in balance or not in harmony, any of those. I connect to nature because I know there's something there. And I'm sure you had many of these experiences, remembrances, realizations that is unique to you. And I know that as we continue to co-create our sovereign communities, when we start showing up in each other's lives, whether it is in this way, which in this moment is still through this expression of a recording, I know the same is true in physical form too. I know that, and therefore I want to share now that I'm so excited that we can start being with each other in whatever co-creation or co-expression that is possible for us, and start sharing these stories of remembrance of our soul's resonance and expression as the conductors and artists that we are. It feels like, as we are these sovereign co-creators of new communities, sovereign communities, there is this deepening of the remembrances that is going to start to occur. And what excites me about that is, as we all attune to our original sovereign resonance and allow our cells and organs to come in harmony with this resonance through the very conducting or artistic expression through the communion with Sophia and our highest soul and sovereign expression, that we can share that with each other, how we experience that. And through doing so, and in doing so and through doing so, and as we are doing that, bring into experience as a possibility for all others too, as all others in our human consciousness are awakening to this possibility in truth for themselves too. And having said that, as sovereign leaders, guardians, and stewards, that is pulsing with our soul's resonance and giving expression to that, we are therefore stabilizing this field of Gaia Sophia with her, through her, as her, with each other, as this co-creators of these sovereign communities. We are stabilizing this field of creation in this earthly expression, laying this stable, solid, sovereign foundations for all to attune to also experience and co-create with and through and as. And I don't know about you, but that just fills me with joy. And another message that just came to me this morning is, it is not about what you do, it's about how you do it. And for me, the how you do it is through the expression of your original soul's resonance. That becomes the emanation, the expression. And then those words that's being expressed, or this energy that's being emanated from our bodies, from the gnosis of who we are as sovereign cosmic beings of living love in co-creation with Sophia. That emanation and that expression is the very creation of these fields around us, weaving into being that. It's weaving that into being through giving expression to it. And our resonance moves through the places that we are, the communities that we are, the countries that we are. And through doing so, we are already in the process of co-creating the very thing that we were yearning to create, to express, and to experience in physical expression. Always knowing that we are the cosmic heart field, and now start to also experience that in the physical, through the connection, through the coral essence of the hearts of all of creation, all humans, all animals, all plants, all crystals, all minerals, the very coral essence of all galaxies and universes, and the very coral essence of the one cosmic creator, the source of all of creation, Sophia, weaving and breathing through each one of us, eternally so. And we'll always eternally so be this cosmic heart field and the sovereign resonance of that, but also now to know ourselves in physical expression as that, and the fullness of that, as we continue to co-create as the sovereign leaders, guardians, and stewards of that consciousness. And also then everything that we are creating through either through words or through presence or through uh, the sounds, the symphonies, the art, the books, any expression thereof, then is holding the very sovereign resonance of our choral essence in those expressions. Hence the importance of giving expression to as means to ground your creations, to ground that through the art. And the beauty of that is in the process, experience yourself as the co-creator thereof, to give expression to that, and it being there for others to receive the very emanation of your soul's resonance, your sovereign resonance in that, through all of that, eternally so. But with the knowing that that is the physical expressions that we are grounding, yet not hanging on to that, with the knowing that we are always our soul's sovereign heart field, always in process of creating and giving expression, creating and giving expression. And when the grounding is there, it is just, holding that sovereign resonance in different places, for others to enjoy or experience as they look at it, read it, see it, and to also then, as we look at the sunset and sunrise and all the expressions of all the different seasons in every moment, so that we are present to that, to experience the organic expression of that as we attune back into in every moment to that creation, that organic creation, and to experience ourselves as both. And so it is. Okay. So let's just take a moment to ground that. Just feeling the energy is just still, it feels like it's still moving through. Just allowing that to settle. Ever so gently and gracefully to settle within our beings. Okay. When you are ready, when we started, we moved into the center of our hearts, the center of the rosette, the very coral essence of our being, the very sovereign resonance of our soul. And as you stand in the center, in this living liquid love, your unified presence, in our unified presence with Sophia, allow your heart filled to merge with your awareness of the heart field from the center of your heart, connecting simultaneously in all dimensional directions to the center of each one of your cells. In front of you, behind you, sides of you, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, your shoulders, your hips, simultaneously in the center of each one of those cells, the rosette of your heart, connecting into the rosette of each one of your cells, the coral center of each one of your cells. And as you stand here in this liquid, sovereign, heart-filled, crystalline heart-filled, pristine heart-filled, and the majesty of that, your one cosmic body. Allow your awareness just to flow and circulate throughout your whole cosmic body. And ever so gently move your awareness back to the center of your heart. And to bring the awareness of yourself as a sovereign co-creator with Sophia, a sovereign co-conductor with Sophia, a sovereign co-artist with Sophia. And this awareness of self as the one cosmic field that you are, being of living love, light, that you are, a cosmic co-creator with Sophia, that you are, to experience the fullness, the wholeness, the majesty, the crystalline, pristine, and sovereign essence of that, your very sovereign resonance in this center of your heart. And become aware how this resonance pulls out exquisitely throughout your whole body as you start to include the physical sensations of each one of your cells into this heart field as the very sovereign magnetism of your soul, giving expression to each one of these cells in every new now moment. Into form through the very essence and center of each one of your cells. The crystalline chromosomes of your being and all the original codes of your sovereign resonance, harmonizing, attuning, organically so, to the sovereign resonance of your being. And as your awareness stays in the center of each one of your cells, let's ground this awareness through starting to move our awareness and attention to our heads, our skulls, and all the cells in our skulls, moving inwards through all the spaciousness, touching into your brain, touching into your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your jaws, your teeth, your tongue, and all the spaciousness around each one of those cells, weaving and breathing, resonating. Gently move your awareness down your throat, the very strings, sound strings of your soul's expression, down into your shoulder bones, your arms, your fingers, your fingernails, the muscles of your hands and arms, back to your throat, down into your heart, your lungs, your front chest, the back of your chest, awareness to just the top of your throat again, down through your spine, all 33 vertebrae, down to the tailbone, in the center of your spine, ever so gently and gracefully touching into the bloodstream, into the spinal fluids, the bones, your awareness back up to your throat, to your shoulder bones, down to the midpoint of your heart and lungs. Become aware of your ribs, ever so exquisitely weaving and breathing the spaciousness for your lungs and your heart, in the center of each one of those cells, and all the space around each one of your cells, in your heart and your lungs. Moving your awareness down into your stomach, gallbladder, pancreas, your liver, small intestines, large intestines, your womb, and all the spaciousness around all the cells in each one of these organs, each a symphony of its own. Now move your awareness down into your hips, your hip bones, the muscles of your stomach, your womb, your bum. Move your awareness to the muscles of your legs, down into your muscles of your feet, all the fascia around your muscles, and all the spaciousness around each one of your bones, muscles, organs, and all of your respiratory systems, all of your glands. And now you can move your awareness very gently and gracefully back to your heart. And this whole field of your physical expression, your mental expression, your emotional expression fields, your etheric fields, all of this field now only recognized by yourself as this one cosmic field, which includes all of those fields. And as you stand in the center of your heart and that emanation around that, touch your awareness into solar system, all the planets, sun and the moon, all the other planetary expressions, and touch into Milky Way galaxy as a whole and all other galaxies around that, touching into universal body and all other universes, multiverses, and ever so gracefully touching into your one cosmic body, weaving and breathing, attuning to your original soul's sovereign resonance, the very soul song and soul tone. And as you move your awareness from cosmic body inwardly through your universal bodies, galactic bodies, solar system, back into the center of the heart of your body, the heart of Gaia, Sophia, giving form and expression to as the child of Sophia, giving us the opportunity to experience ourselves in physical form. And the grace, the majesty, the very crystalline and pristine, sovereign essence of her expression as a child of creation, so that we can experience ourselves as a child of creation, child of Sophia. Can gently and gracefully open your eyes, and as we connect it to all of the fields of creation, through our heart field and grounded through our physical expression, the very sovereign resonance of the essence of the coral consciousness of creation, of our cosmic Mother Father, through the hearts of all universes, the hearts of all galaxies, the hearts of all planets and stars, the hearts of all of the expressions of Gaia Sophia, which is through her coral essence, giving expression to the hearts of all of the crystals, all of the minerals, all of the elements, the coral sovereign resonance of each one of those, part of each one of the plants, the heart of each one of the animals, and the heart of each one of our brothers and sisters in human form, all the sovereign choice to experience themselves, the cosmic, crystalline, sovereign, pristine, majestic beings of living light that all of us are, choosing our individual expressions, either as humans, as plants, as animals, as minerals, as crystals, as elements, as a galaxy, as a universe, all equal in our original sovereign expression, and the resonance thereof in harmony and in resonance, each with its original tone of the original creation and expression, available to each one of us to experience ourselves as and through our unified heart field, the one cosmic heart field of creation and all the expressions of Sophia, weaving and breathing as the very conductors, creators, artists that we are. And as we stay in the center, allowing this emanation to touch into the rooms that we are, into the communities that we are, into the countries that we are, into the continents that we are on, and throughout the whole planetary expression of Gaia Sophia, attuning to the sovereign resonance of Gaia Sophia through your unique sovereign resonance and that field that you are connected to, eternally so, through Sophia. And so it is. Thank you for being with me, to co-create with me this space of sovereign resonance as we are all in the process of attuning to our original sovereign sounds and expressions as one cosmic body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you move forward from this moment, may you continue to more fully, more clearly remember your original resonance and the attunement thereof to what you came here and chose to experience as the sovereign co-creator that you are. And may all that come in contact with your emanation and expression receive the gift of your being here on earth during this most beautiful moment, as we are all in the process of co-creating sovereign communities. And just to give expression, you at this moment of your expansion and embodiment know what to do. That which resonates with you, to do something to ground all that you've just received and give expression to that, so that when there's an ever slight moment of remembering and forgetting and remembering and forgetting, and in the moment of forgetting, so that you have that to remember, to be a reflection, to remind you, to reheart you. And may the echoing out, the reverberation of your song be felt by all, so that all can know and experience Sophia for themselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Until we see again.